you say?
You know, Somebody to Love You is another massive hit, actually, from which was actually, to some people they actually prefer that as a bigger hit from you guys.
Exactly.
Was that the sort of the ballad that you really were looking and crying out for, that you thought would have the lasting effect?
Mm-hmm. That's the ballad. That's what we wanted. But it's great because no more is a side to Ruff Endz. There is a rough urban rap hip hop side. You know what I mean? That's why we call it hip hop soul in the beginning. You know what I mean? We was the hip hop soul group duo. You know what I mean? So hip hop has definitely influenced us in a big way. You know what I mean? It's the culture. It's growing up in the hood. I mean, hip hop is through the veins and the fabric of every ghetto in America. You know what I mean? So, and so is R&B as well. So I think it's just inevitable. So,
but you mentioned hip hop, and I know you did some collaborations with I think it was Ghostface and stuff. But how did, because for all of us who loved R&B, we started to notice towards the time when you guys came out how much hip hop was being pushed by the labels. And it just meant that a lot of our groups, Jodeci, even Boyz II Men, all these groups that we loved, even SWV, when I interviewed Lily, was saying, yeah, their third album was pretty much hip hop collabs, and which affected them. How much of it did you notice that affect how much it was the exposure you guys were getting in R&B towards that 2002 to...
You said how much did I?
Yeah, I mean, did you notice the effects of how hip hop was?
Oh yeah, I definitely noticed it. Yeah, I mean, we used to love it because I remember it used to be R&B and hip hop, and then hip hop started to get bigger. Then it became hip hop and R&B.
Yeah,
the station started tagging the station. Yeah, 95.9 hip hop and R&B. First it was 95.9 R&B and hip hop. You know what I mean? But we play the best of R&B hip hop. Now we play the best of hip hop and R&B. We was like, what? Y'all switching it? Y'all better switch that thing back. But hey, what can you say? Another genre that Black people have made in America that has taken over the world. You know what I mean? So it just shows you, how powerful we are. And I take ownership of it. I ain't mad at it. At the end of the day, still my brothers at the end of the day that's doing it.
Okay, but it did affect your album sales and airplay and stuff for you guys. So personally, it must, I mean, the fact also that you're trying to do a third album with Sony, but the priorities are all changing.
Indeed. Well, I mean, I don't think we had our group. We left Sony not because of we left Sony because it was a lot of stuff happening at the time when we left Sony. You familiar with Tommy Mottola?
Yeah. He's
Tommy Mottola is on the way. Well, Tommy got fired, and everybody, it's like a new president getting elected. He's letting everybody go and putting his own people in there.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? And in that whole changeover, the Japanese people came home. There was a lot of people taking money. There was a lot of stuff happening in that thing. So we were able to leave Sony and be debt free, which was a wonderful thing. And we tried to move on. We had a nice situation, but me and my partner, we ended up breaking up as a group. You know what I mean? We ended up parting ways. I had a baby on the way, and I went to I went into a spiritual journey. I started a family. You know what I mean? Which was, again, all by design. You know what I mean? So it's things that I needed to get into and learn about my spirituality and about what it is to be a father and being able to be home and being a stay-at-home dad and having a family and all of that kind of stuff. So now there's a mature me coming to the picture. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I have a lot more life I've lived a lot of people have died in my life since then. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of pain. There was a lot of joy, all of that. You know, it got a lot of life. So now we've come back together to finish the catalog, you know, and we're excited about the future of R&B. And I think things are, my dad used to say there's nothing new under the sun, and everything comes back around. And I remember when I first got my high top fade, he was like, man, bro, that ain't new. I thought it was a new haircut. I never seen it before. I'm like, yo, I want one of them. You know what I mean? Everybody was getting them. And he was like, bro, he's like, we've been like having fades. I'm like, they ain't had, he's like, man, we had fades back in the day. I'm like, for real? He's like, yes, bro. Back in the, 60s, he's like, yes, fades. You know what I mean? You ain't saying that, dude. Them haircuts, them styles, we've seen them, had names for them and everything. So it's like that. And with music, if you look at it, it's a lot of recycling going on. You know what I mean? It's a lot. So, and again, what's authentic after a while must rise to the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just has to. So it's only a matter of time. And I feel like, new and old, there's a lot of new artists that I respect, but new and old, I think everybody is pushing towards that, and I think people want to hear new music. People want to hear real music, live music. They want to hear music with depth and not just sex and getting, take me home and, your girlfriend can come to, we can all of that, because after that, that ain't gonna keep you in a relationship. It's a lot of people posting now. I need music that's gonna keep. I'm tired of keep getting a new man. I need music that's gonna keep me, get me married. I need different kind. I gotta get rid of all this. I was about to name a couple artists. No.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.